I read one statistic a few days ago that says about 63% of Nigerians are multidimensionally poor, whatever that means. And I think we don't really need a statistic to know that things are bad, to know that Nigerians are getting poorer every single day. And personally, I think waiting for the government to get better and waiting for the government to eradicate poverty is not a good plan. It's really not a good plan. And if that is the case, then what is the solution? What do we do about it? I really think there are just a few ways left for average Nigerians to get out of poverty. And these are the few ways that I believe most Nigerians will have access to. And the very first one is getting a high-paying job. If you can get a high-paying job, you can get out of poverty even if you are not rich. Even if you don't become rich, you can get out of poverty with a high-paying job. But let's look at the challenge of getting a high-paying job. Let's not even talk about a high-paying job. Even getting a job in itself is a big challenge in Nigeria, except if you know some big politician or if you have some big connections in some big organizations. Getting a job is hard, especially getting a high-paying job. So this might also not be a good plan. If you are in poverty and you want to get out of poverty and you said your plan is to get a high-paying job, then your plan is in trouble really, because what is the way to getting a high-paying job? And how many people are competing to get a job, not even a high-paying job? So this route has a lot of too many challenges that are out of your control. And that is why getting a high-paying job is a way to get out of poverty, but it's not the right way to pursue for most Nigerians. And let's look at the other method. And the other method is starting a business. If you have some experience running a business, then if you start your own business, it could be an opportunity for you to get out of poverty. But the challenge with this method is also, in most cases, you need some capital investment. You need some money investment initially. And realistic speaking, if you are poor, you don't have the money to invest into a business, into a new business. But if you have some family members that can give you the money to start a business, then if you have experience running a business, then it's a great opportunity for you to get out of poverty. Even if you don't become rich, starting your own business is a better way, it's a best way compared to getting a high-paying job to get out of poverty. But to do this, you need capital investment. And if you don't have some family members that can give you the money to invest in a business, getting a loan is often not a good idea, because there are many uncertainties in starting a business. If you take a loan to start a business, the only thing you are certain of is you have to pay that debt. So getting a loan to start a business is often not a good idea. And even if you happens to find the money to invest in a business, if you don't have any experience running any type of business, then your chances of success are going to be very little. So for many Nigerians, this might also not be a good option. And now we are left with one final option, which I believe is the best option for most Nigerians, and that is online entrepreneurship. What is online entrepreneurship? Online entrepreneurship is when you start running a business using the internet as your main platform. You offer maybe services, you sell product or services to businesses, to clients using the internet. And there are a lot of things that you can do. There are a lot of things under online entrepreneurship. And before we get to that, the main reason why I believe online entrepreneurship is the best option to get out of poverty for most Nigerians is the accessibility. Almost anyone have access to internet. If you are watching this video, then you have access to internet. And if you have access to internet, then there is something for you. There is something that you can do on the internet under online entrepreneurship to make money. And another important thing is online entrepreneurship doesn't need any requirement, doesn't require any education level. You don't need to have some certain certificate. You don't need to have some level of education in order to become online entrepreneur. And you also often don't need some extensive skill in anything in order to start online entrepreneurship. And so the accessibility is one of the main reasons why I believe it's the best option for most Nigerians. And in most cases, you don't need to invest money initially when you are starting online entrepreneurship. And in the cases where you need to invest some money, the money that you need to invest is going to be very little compared to if you are starting an offline business. So if you ever search for something like how to make money online, then I'm sure you have come across a lot of the things involved in online entrepreneurship. This includes something like print on demand, drop shipping, blogging, content creation, affiliate marketing, selling digital products. There are a lot of things under online entrepreneurship, and some of the things are good for beginners and some of the things are not right for beginners, and based on your own specific unique situation, some options might be good for you and some options might not be good for you. But whatever option you choose to pursue under online entrepreneurship, one thing is certain: you need knowledge. You need some knowledge on how to run things right, how to do things the right way. Because one of the major things that stop people from achieving anything under online entrepreneurship is they refuse to invest enough time into learning how to do whatever they pick right. When I decided to find some ways to start making money online, I did a normal search on YouTube and on Google, how to make money online. And I did come across all of these things, a lot of these things that you come across when you search for how to make money online. And I tried a lot of them. I invest a lot of time, sometimes money, into a lot of these things. And a lot of these things didn't really work. Nothing works for me until I discovered freelancing. That is where I started earning my first money online, and that led me to believe that freelancing is one of the fastest ways to start making money online. See, when you decide to start online entrepreneurship, there are a few things you need to keep in mind. The first thing is, yes, online entrepreneurship is one of the fastest and more accessible ways to get you out of poverty in Nigeria, but it requires education. Not some university degree or something, but it requires you to learn how it works, whatever you pick. And the second thing is, you need to understand that you can't get rich overnight. This is one of the things that keep people from progressing in almost anything. They are just looking for a way to do something today and get rich by the end of the week. And how many people did you know that start something and get rich within a week? That is not how anything works. If you are obsessed with getting a quick money, then you are just going to be wasting your time. You are going to spend a lot of time, years, trying to find a way to get rich overnight, and you won't get rich. Whatever you choose to do, you have to learn how to do it right. You have to start it gradually, make mistakes, fix your mistakes, get better, start making money, and eventually it can make you rich. When I started freelancing, it took me about 3 to 4 months, I think, before I found my first client. And the first money I withdrew, the first money I earned from freelancing was 25,000 naira. That was the first money I earned, and it made me really happy. At that time, I was making 45,000 naira from my full-time job. I had a full-time job, and I found out that I can work for a client for 1 or 2 weeks and earn 25,000 naira. That made me really happy. It didn't even occur to me that you can make millions per month in freelancing. And so this is how it works. Whatever you choose, you have to keep this in mind. Get rid of the mindset of getting rich by the end of the week. That is going to get in your way and stop you from achieving anything. When you go to YouTube, you will find a lot of videos. How to make $1,000 every week, how to make $1,000 every 1 hour, how to make $20 per minute. There are a lot of these videos, and those videos are not going to help anyone, are not meant to help anyone. So you need to avoid all this kind of noise. You need to pick a business model. You need to start it, learn everything there is to learn about the model, stick to it until it starts to work for you. And then you can refine it and make it better, and it can make you rich. I personally truly believe that freelancing is one of the fastest ways to start making money online. And when I talk to people about freelancing, many people thought or believe that in order to start freelancing, you need to have some extensive skills in some services. And that is just not the case. There are 100 of services that you can choose from and start operating as a freelancer. Many clients who are looking for a freelancer, many clients who hire a freelancer to do a work for them, they are looking for someone to save time for them because they don't have the time to do it themselves. You can do data entry. Data entry involves using Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, going over the internet, going to do some data. This is something that almost anyone can do. If you can't do data entry, it will take you few hours. It will take you maximum 1 week to learn how to use Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word document, and you can start offering data entry services. If you have some knowledge of graphic design, you can offer graphic design services. If you don't have any knowledge of graphic design, you can learn Canva within 1 week and start offering Canva related services. You can offer something like content writing, and with the rise of AI, ChatGPT, a lot of other AI writing softwares, then content writing is a lot easier. And so there are a lot of things that you can offer as a freelancer. You can offer to client and get paid for it. And this is the best way. This is something to keep in mind. You need to find a way to offer value in exchange for money. If you are looking for a way to just earn money without offering any value, then you are on the wrong path. If you want to learn more about freelancing, I have a lot of videos, a lot of tutorials and guides on how to start freelancing and how to become a successful freelancer. And the very first step really is pick a service that you want to start offering to client. And if that is the case, then you can watch this video to learn the best services that are suitable for beginners to freelancing. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.